Alright guys, here we are. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, comment. But here we are, we're at Buc-ee's. We're just outside at Daytona Beach in Florida. And if you're in the South, this is pretty much the best place to go to for like really anything you need. Whether that's, you know, gas or food or anything. I'm gonna show you inside. It's amazing. And apparently there's alligators out there. I haven't seen any, but yeah, let's get going inside. And oh yeah, and also, I'm not gonna be just doing this. I think after here, there's a couple other things I'm gonna be doing, not today, but this trip. So I'll be explaining that. Here we are, we're actually inside now. We got the jerky. This is where the food is. We got all like the pulled pork, all that stuff over there. Here's the dessert. They even have a mascot here. Over here is like all the clothes and stuff. I mean, just look at this. Just take a look. Like, yeah, look at all this like good food. Like they got all kinds of stuff on the back there. Like apparently burritos and chicken and all that stuff. I mean, it's pretty busy, so it's kind of loud, so you can't really hear me. And like all this dessert. Look at that fudge. Like, oh my. Okay. Not only that, but it's also raining pretty good out there. I heard some thunder. If I can, I'm gonna get a little clip of the gas pumps out there, because there's like 200 of them. Okay, so we're outside now. I saw a bunch of frozen stuff too, like a regular store, but I didn't go over there because it was a madhouse. I wanted to get out of there. But here's the pumps. You know, there's 2 rows going down really far, and you know it's torrential downpour. Well, it was a second ago, so I'm gonna get going because I'm soaked to the bone. But you know, that's Buc-ee's, and I didn't really get to show you much of it, but you know, it's pretty cool if you come here. But I'm sure I can show you more of this trip later. Okay, I did say I was gonna do some more stuff, and here we're at the Space Center. That is Cape Canaveral. That's where they actually do launch the rockets. I just saw something move in the grass here. I don't know what it was, but I saw something. And control center right there. And I mean, there wasn't really anything else to really see. So I mean, if there is, I'll show it to you. You can't really get any closer. Okay, so here we are. We're at this fort in St. Augustine. We can't actually go in it because they close at 5, and it's after 5. But I'm gonna show you around it at least. Try to get as much as we can. That's where you enter over there. So I'm gonna head over there and around and see. So we're on the side here. I mean, there's nothing here like really too important. I mean, at least compared to the stuff I've seen. But it's still, you know, a cool fort. It feels so weird seeing this in this country though. I'm usually, you know, way far off somewhere. But, and then there's the bay. There's a harbor way over there, and that's also Old Town. Which apparently, I didn't know there was an Old Town, but there kind of is. Well, old for this country anyway. So here we are on the other side of the fortress now, and to tell you the truth, this is actually a pretty impressive fortress, especially for this country. Like, I'm actually really surprised it's this good. Like, even the ones in Malaysia we saw weren't even this old or this good. Well, that one I saw in Malacca, that was pretty cool, but I mean, the first one we saw. But, you know, it's a cool place. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this place. If there's something else good to show you, I'll show you that. Okay, so here we are. We're on the beach in between St. Augustine and Jacksonville. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's marsh over there, and then a nice empty beach here. Pretty well empty. And you know, with the breeze and stuff, it's actually pretty good temperature. It was actually hot there for a while, but right now it's actually not bad at all. This is just a big sand dune. There's even shells up here, which means that there's been water up this high. Okay guys, here we are. We're at this fort. I forget the name of it, but it's south of St. Augustine, about 15-20 miles. You had to actually take a ferry from over there to here, which is like 5 minutes or so. It's not that far at all, but you had to take one from over here to here. And I'm gonna go inside this in a little bit. I'm just going around the outside. I mean, it's not that big. And again, though, compared to the stuff that we've seen before, this isn't really much. The one in St. Augustine's better, but it's just still decent. We're here, we're at the top of the fort now. It's a long ways down. I don't want to drop my GoPro again. I've been saying that a lot. Not this trip, but a long trip. There's a pretty good view. When this fort was built though, you could see the ocean directly. Like there was no sandbar or bridge or anything. But to get up here, I had to come up this ladder, which I mean, it's not that big a deal, of course, but you know, that's why there's not that many people up here, right? Because no one wants to go up that ladder. Okay, so here we're in Long Key, which is about 70 miles from Key West, so we're still not there yet, but we're just getting there, just getting to the good stuff. But I mean, there's not really much beach in this area, but like these islands here are nothing but sand. And it's also pretty breezy. It said it was pretty warm, but again, with the breeze, it's actually not bad at all. We're at this part here where it's actually kind of more of a beach here, but this seaweed is deep. It's like a foot deep and stuff. So, yeah. Not only that, but the road down here, you know, it's just one road. So, you know, all it takes is, you know, one missile, man, and this place is pretty isolated. So here we are, we're in Key West. We're at the southernmost point of the continental US. I'm not gonna actually go up there because I got pictures of it and there's a lot of people in the way. This whole southernmost point is over there more. And I'm actually gonna try to go to that one too. There's nothing there, but it's the actual southernmost point. So I'm gonna, but they just put it here because it's, you know, right here in Old Town where all the tourists are. And there's pretty good tide because it's like flooding in here. Okay, so here we're at Fort Taylor. So apparently the actual southernmost point I was telling you is actually inside the base there. And of course you can't go onto the base, right? So, but even right here where the trees are, like on the other side of that, there's a beach. And even that's further south than that little thing we're at. But anyway, doesn't matter. We went to both. Apparently this is Fort Taylor. There's only half of it left. The other side is totally gone. And not only that, but this was on the water. Meaning everything you see from over there to over there is all fill, including those trees and all that. None of it was there. And I mean, there's not really much to see here. And I pretty much saw the town already, and you know, it's cool, but there's like, you know, a lot of people, and, you know, so, you know, kind of overrated. But anyway, you got that. And I think this is probably the last clip. If it's not, there'll be more. But so make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, if there's anything else I have to show you, I will. But if not, then this is gonna be okay. Here we are. We're in Palm Beach, right across there where the flag is. It might be small, but that's where Mar-a-largo is. And apparently Trump is actually there, because this is about the closest I can get to it that I can actually get a video from. Because I went over that bridge and I got close, but there's like 50 cops. Like you can't stop or anything. So like, this is about the best I can get. But you know, I'm here, the closest I can get, and you know, I tried. So you would think you would actually be working, but I guess, you know, he has to have this weekend too. So yeah, again, now subscribe and comment.